I'm gonna tell you a story, but the first thing you have to understand is time doesn't work the way you think it does. You can call me Oracle because I'm always talking to you. Welcome to the call, and we're back into now final part 5 of the Kama Sutra, and we are on to chapter 2 about making acquaintance with a woman and of the efforts to gain her over. Ancient authors of the opinion that girls are not so easily seduced by employing female messengers as by the efforts of the man himself, but that the wives of others are more easily got at by the aid of the female messengers than by personal efforts of a man. But Basayana lays it down. Let's see what he lays down this time, because last time he laid something down, he really laid down something real good. That whenever it is possible, a man should always act himself in these matters, and it is only when such is impractical or impossible that female messengers should be employed. Laid down again. As for the saying that women who act and talk boldly freely are to be won by personal efforts of man, and that women who do not possess these qualities are to be got at by female messengers, it is only a matter of talk. Now, when a man acts himself in the matter, he should first of all make the acquaintance of the woman he loves in the following manner. 1. He should arrange to be seen by the woman either on a natural or a special opportunity. A natural opportunity is when one of them goes to the house of the other, and a special opportunity is when they meet either at the house of a friend or a caste fellow or a minister or a physician, or as also on the occasion of marriage ceremonies, sacrifices, festivals, funerals, and garden parties. In fairness, I didn't arrange for it. But I made the acquaintance of a woman I love at a not funeral, because funeral was later. I wasn't able to go to the funeral, but a memorial like occasion, like a memorial event. When they do meet, the man should be careful to look at her in such a way as to cause the state of his mind to be made known to her. He should pull about his mustache, make a sound with his nails, cause his own ornaments to tinkle, bite his lower lip, and make various other signs of that description. When she is looking at him, he should speak to his friends about her and other women, and should show to her his liberality and his appreciation of enjoyments. When sitting by the side of a female friend, he should yawn and twist his body, contract his eyebrows, speaks very slowly as if he were weary, and listen to her indifferently. I disagree, mainly because if you're interested in a woman, it's a bad look to look like listening to women bores you, in my opinion. A conversation having two meanings should also be carried on with a child or some other person, apparently having regard to a third person, but really having reference to the one he loves. And in this way, his love should be made manifest under the pretext of referring to others rather than to herself. That actually sounds kind of cute. Like having a kid be in on the fact that like you're into her and just like have a conversation with the kid, and the kid's just like, yes, yes. Tell me more about this person who's clearly not the one that's standing next to me. Please, please tell me more. And you just hope the kid's more slicker than that. He should make marks that have reference to her on the earth with his nails or with a stick, and should. This is you. I'm drawing a picture of you on the ground with a stick. And should embrace and kiss the child in her presence, and give the child the mixture of betel necks and betel leaves with his tongue. Ah, grouse, grouse. All right, this is probably actually not inappropriate in that context, but it's just like, ugh, that is gross seeming. Oh, oh, ugh, ew. Especially the next part. And press his chin with his fingers in a caressing way. Oh, All these things should be done at the proper time and in proper places. Ah! Okay, like, I really hope there's a cultural context that I just don't know about there, because that is just, like, horrifically vile from what I can read. I mean, like, this is one of those times I'm gonna really hope that just, like, being a dude from America makes that seem extremely gross. And kind of hope that it's just, like, actually not that gross. Because, oh, oh, gross. Anyway, like, I feel icky having just said it. I just do. I'm gonna assume that I'm just, like, having a visceral reaction to, like, modern context in America of seeing something like this. Because, like, that's the kind of stuff people would look at and be like, Joe Biden does that. I'm like, no, Joe Biden doesn't do that, but, like, in this context, it definitely looks like it. Ugh. Anyway, third, hold on, it's about to get worse. I can't even say that. I'm gonna skip the first line of the third part because I can't handle saying it out loud because I can't. I can't say it. I can't say it. If you really need to know, go ahead. It'll be really easy to find. Go to Project Gutenberg. Look up the Kama Sutra, Part 5, Chapter 2, third part, first line. I can't. I can't say that. I just can't say that. I just can't say that. That's horrific and scary sounding. Like, I know it doesn't mean what it sounds like, but it sounds so bad. I just can't push the words out of my mouth. Oh, gross. Anyway, conversation with respect to the child may also be held with her. Oh, give a child that's sitting on her lap something to play with. And also take the same back again. I'm not really sure what that means, other than, like, give the child a toy. Give the child a toy. And also take the same back again? Okay, like, I get the giving a child the toy part, but, like, maybe that has something to do with the first part of the sentence that I want to read. A conversation with respect to a child may also be held with her. In the same manner, he should gradually become well acquainted with her, and he should also make himself agreeable to relations. Afterwards, this equation to be made pretext for visiting her house frequently, and on such occasions he should converse on the subject of subject of love in her absence, but within her hearing. As his intimacy with her increases, he should place in her charge some kind of deposit or trust, and take away from it a small portion at a time. He may also interesting. Where is it? Oh, or he may give her some fragrant substances or betel nuts to be kept for him by her. At this time, he should endeavor to make her well acquainted with his own wife. Okay, I guess this is assuming that the dude's already married and he's getting a second wife. I guess. And get them to carry on confidential conversations and to sit together in lonely places. In order to see her frequently, he should arrange with the same goldsmith, the same jeweler, the same basket maker, the same dyer, and the same washerman should be employed by the two families. He should also pay her long visits openly under the pretense of being engaged with her on business, and one business should lead to another as to keep the intercourse between them. By which they mean the intercourse of discussion and interaction, not necessarily just like banging for days. When she wants anything, or is in need of money, or wishes to acquire skill in one of the arts, he should cause her to understand that he is willing and able to do anything that she wants to give her money or to teach her one of the arts. All these things being quite within his ability and power. In the same time, he should hold discussions with her in company with other people, and they should talk of the doing of things and saying of the other persons, and examining different things like jewelry, precious stones, etc. On such occasions, he should show her certain things with the value of which she may be unacquainted. Wah. Unacquainted. Lost my place by skipping too far. There are certain things with values with which you may be unacquainted, and if she begins to dispute with him about other things or their value, he should not contradict her, but point out that he agrees with her in every way. There's a lot to unpack there, so I'm just going to move on. Thus ends the way of making the acquaintance of the woman desired. Now, after a girl has become acquainted with a man as above described, and has manifested her love to him by the various means, various outward signs, and by the motions of her body, the man should make every effort to gain over her. But as girls are not unacquainted with sexual union, they should be treated with the greatest delicacy, and the man should proceed with considerable caution, though in the case of other women accustomed to sexual intercourse, this is not necessary. Whatever, it's what the book says. When the identity of the girls are known and her bashfulness put aside, the man should begin to make use of her money, and an interchange of clothes, rings, flowers should be made. Oh, okay, that's different. In this case, the man should take particular care that things given him are handsome and valuable. He should, moreover, receive from her a mixture of betel nuts and betel leaves when she is going to a party. He should ask for the flower in her hair, or the flower in her hand. If he himself gives her a flower, it should be a sweet-smelling one and marked with marks made by his teeth or nails. This, with increasing assiduity, he should dispel her fears, and by degrees get her to go with him to some lonely place, and there he should embrace and kiss her. And finally, at the time of giving her some betel nut, or of receiving the same from her, or at the same of making an exchange of flowers, he should touch and press her private parts, thus bringing his efforts to a satisfactory conclusion. When a man is endeavoring to seduce one woman, he should not attempt to seduce any other at the same time. Every other sketchy thing that I've seen in this doesn't go away. But that got merit right there. But after he had succeeded with the first, and enjoyed her for a considerable time, he can keep her affection by giving her presents that she likes, and then commence making up to another woman. Yes, I suppose you can do that. When a man sees the husband of a woman going to the same place near his house, he should not enjoy the woman then, even though she may be easily gained over at that time. A wise man, having regard for his reputation, should not think of seducing a woman who is apprehensive, timid, not to be trusted, well guarded, or possessed of a father-in-law or mother-in-law. All right. Anyway, that finishes up Kama Sutra Part 5, Chapter 2. Thank you for watching. Comment below. And this is Oracle. Thanks for watching the show.